What's going on, people? Wrestling rant time. This is a weekly rant I go on about the wrestling that I watched this past week. And boy, I tell you, it was a good week to be a wrestling fan. I tell you, we had after WrestleMania, Raw was great, SmackDown was great, AEW was AEW, but it was a great week in weekly wrestling. Look at this, just middle of the street. But anyway, oh man, kick it off Monday Night Raw. Let's go. We got John Cena coming out, laying the fans out, just berating him as he's a new champ. And he held up. No one has the ruthless aggression. When he said that, like, yep, I know who's coming. Ruthless aggression. Lo and behold, who slides in the ring behind him? Randy Orton. RKO's him. Drops him. It was awesome. Totally awesome. And Raw went on. It did a whole lot of packages about what happened at WrestleMania, the fallout. And definitely the end of Raw was great. But all that stuff happened. And in between Raw, there was a phenomenal match between Io Sky and Stephanie McMahon. I was telling my brother about Stephanie, like, man, she's so smooth in the ring. A couple spots were a little iffy at the start, but once they got going, I'm like, hey, man, this is good. The one thing that she did really stood out to me was when she went for the Hurricane Rana attempt, but then changed it to a pin. I was like, that was such a smooth transition. It was like she whipped around Io's body like it was nothing. I'm like, holy crap, this was good. But that match was great. And, I mean, again, Raw was phenomenal. At the very end, though, oh, man. We got Seth coming out, Paul Heyman. Before they get anything really said, CM Punk comes out. Fighting Seth. Getting ready to approach. He's getting ready to take out Paul. Seth comes from behind, takes him down. After that, Roman comes out. You hear Roman's music hit. So Roman comes out. Roman spears Seth. But when Roman Superman punches Paul Heyman gets up like he's going to take a spear. Roman does the ooh, ah, like he's going to spear him. Only to be met by a spear of his own with Braun Breaker. So we got a new Paul Heyman guy. Braun Breaker is a new Paul Heyman guy with Seth Rollins. It's given Evolution, Monday Night Messiah, Shield vibes here. You got Paul Heyman, Seth, and Braun Breaker. If they add a new member, I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who it should be. I don't know who would be fitting for that group. But, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens with this. Now, we got on AEW. We had the Young Bucks. They are by far the most I can't say they're overrated because a whole lot of people don't know them outside of the AEW crowd and the indie crowd. But they're legends in their own mind because their matches are literally exactly the same. Whole lot of dumb stuff. Why they were doing nip-ups after taking devastating moves only to super kick each other. They call for a super kick party. The crowd, you can hear the crowd like, super kick party. The crowd did not get excited for it. And they did goofy moves and a whole lot of nonsense. And they beat a new team that just got there. Two guys just got there. Mike Bailey and whatever his name is. I keep forgetting his name because I don't know him. But they had a tag match where the Young Bucks beat them for whatever reason. Then we got the Bucks trying to help out the Death Riders with the ops. I'm like, oh Lord, what's all this gang warfare? And it's stupid gang warfare too, because no one likes the Bucks, no one likes the Death Riders. They were rather see the ops. Somebody get the title off Moxley so we can actually see the title again. Somebody take it from them, and then just a bunch of other not tag matches, but a bunch of other Owen Hart matches or whatever. I would like the pairing of, now they don't have any women tag teams, but the Mercedes and Harley Cameron. That's because I like Harley Cameron. She's far more entertaining than Mercedes. She has it, just don't wrestle, but she has it. That lady's a star, but she's not a wrestler. She's not a wrestler. But that was AEW. I'm like, eh. Then we got SmackDown, and I was saying this all week. Street Profits should have been at WrestleMania, because that match they had with DIY, the Motor City Machine Guns, that was a Mania quality match. I know it was in the shadow of the TLC, the anniversary of TLC, but the match they had was great, and I'm glad the Street Profits won. I'm so glad they won. That was the main event, and that match got me so hyped. But I was also, again, Cena came out when Randy was the head. Him and Randy cut their promos, and Randy was telling them, "Man, you need to be a father." It's like, what? Like, what? And Cena's, "I've raised all your kids. I've raised your kids better than you for the last 25 years. That's why I don't want any of these brats." I was like, man, that was good. That was good. Of course, he got hit with an RKO again, which was awesome. After he threw the belt at Randy and then started hitting him, and he went to go hit him with the title, but Randy countered and RKO'd him. And we got then after that, well, I'm just recalling off the top of my head, but Tiffany Stratton and Jade. Now Jade, I can see her improvements in the ring. She doesn't sound natural on the mic though. It sounds like she's robotically saying words. Tiffany is too. Don't get me wrong. Tiffany is too. But hers is a little more natural, but Jade's is like super robotic. Now the match they had wasn't bad. What impressed me with Jade in that match was when Tiffany went for her cartwheel Alabama slam. Cartwheel Jade just yoked her. Like, oh, that was just brute strength right there. The power bomber. That was good. That was a good spot. And then Naomi came in and jumped on Jade with some of the most fakest punches of all time. I enjoy the visual of it. But those punches were just awful. I'm like, come on. Like, you can at least attempt to hit her. And they got a little Twitter, Instagram exchange going on, where she's like, yeah, you throw punches like Jay said, you throw punches like a toddler. I was like, well, that's hilarious. I was like, well, that's funny. And Jordan Grace said she's on top of her husband like Naomi was on top of Jay. I'm like, well, wait a minute. And like, in the words of R2, I don't think that's PG. But that was just funny and so phony. But I get the angle that they're going for. Then Nia Jax rushed Tiffany, let her know like, you thought it was over. Yeah, it's not. So we got that going on. We know that Bianca broke a couple of her fingers, and I watched that match over again too, that WrestleMania match over again too, and I saw when she got her hand like caught, and you see her shake it. You see her shake her finger like, yeah, yep, that was it right there. That broke them. And someone who had broken fingers, I know that feeling. I'm like, it sucks. Nothing you can do about it. It's like, just gut it out and be fine. But when she said she let everybody know that she was gonna be back, but she definitely got some broken fingers. Had her hand all wrapped and all that stuff. But Jacob Fatu, that dude is a force of nature, man. I am Jacob Fatu. Dave Solo was saying this is because of me. Jacob took the mic, cut his promo. Hey, yep, that's right. It's like, yeah, of course, him and Solo gonna naturally have that beef. But when Drew McIntyre and LA Knight had their match, which was fine, by the way. They had a fine match. I love Drew McIntyre. Love Drew. LA Knight's all right with me. They both got interrupted. Solo Samoan spiked. He Samoan spiked LA Knight, threw him in the ring. As Drew's getting ready to Claymore, only for him to get pulled out by Priest, match called off, and Priest beat him up, and he chokeslammed Drew through the table, and then LA Knight and Priest got into it, like, why are you in a match? We're like, what are you talking about? I got beef with him. Next you know, 5-2 comes out, blisters both of them. Nails them both. And rams Priest into the post, rams LA Knight to the stairs. Man, when he dove and took them all out and did a little shake, man, the crowd was so up for it. They were up for it, man. I tell you, Fatu and Braun Breaker, those guys are gonna. Oh my goodness, what a Mania match that would be between those two. Oh, I can't wait. Again, as a wrestling fan, this week, A+. A+. Even AEW, I can give it a bright spot with the Mercedes and Harley Cameron because I just like Harley Cameron. And finally, someone's beating up the Death Riders. Thank goodness. They've been just running roughshod over the AEW job teams for like 6 months now. But the Young Bucks are there. Ugh. Not a fan. No, not a fan. But I say this week in wrestling, A+, because how good Raw and SmackDown was, and the bright spots in AEW. And it hurts Syndicate. That's always a bright spot for me because I like professional wrestlers who don't have to do a whole bunch of flips and kick out of everything in order to show that they're good professionals. No, I like professionals when they do their thing. So again, my rating for wrestling this week was A+, just because of how good it was, and I can't wait until this week to see where it's gonna go. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down in the comments, of course. Follow us on Instagram, everywhere, man. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, we there. So check us out. And again, we appreciate all the support. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it because without you all, the channel won't be able to do anything. So much appreciated. Continue to show the love. Share the videos if you like it. Hit that notifications. Let you know when we upload, y'all. Peace.